Today, we will explore the effects of the ICE raids on children of immigrant parents. The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, known as ICE, is the interior enforcement arm of the Department of Homeland Security. Before 2006, the Bush administration's record on enforcement was not particularly good. According to the GAO, in the fiscal year 2004, there were only 445 unauthorized workers arrested, a drop from fiscal year 1999 by 84%. In 2005, ICE made about 1,300 worksite arrests of undocumented immigrants. But by 2006, ICE had increased its enforcement activities and made about 4,400 worksite arrests, more than triple the year before. In December of 2006, ICE launched Operation Wagon Train, the largest worksite operation in history. More than 1,000 ICE agents arrested about 1,300 people at 6 Swift and Company meat processing plants located around the country. Also in 2006, ICE launched a nationwide operation called Operation Return to Sender, which resulted in 23,000 arrests at work sites and other locations, including people's homes. In 2007 and now in 2008, work site raids and raids at other locations have continued. Between October 2006 and 2007, ICE raids in California resulted in the arrest of over 800 undocumented immigrants. In March of 2007, ICE conducted raids in San Rafael and Novato, cities in my district. Now, you would think that that is weird, that Marin County, the wealthiest county in the entire country, would have ICE raids and would even have a need for immigrant workers. But guess what we do? We are no different than any other part of this country, and we'll be hearing more about that later. Just last week, ICE conducted its biggest workplace raid this year at a meat processing plant in Pottsville, Ohio. Postville, Ohio. Of the 800 to 900 workers at the plant, over 300 were arrested. 12 of those arrested were children between the ages of 15 and 17. They were working at the plant in violation of child labor laws. As of last Thursday, they were still being detained. And we now know that ICE conducted this raid even as the Department of Labor and Iowa state officials were investigating the owner of the plant for child labor violations. We're very concerned that the raid will have the effect of derailing that investigation. But today we're looking for the impact of the raids on the children of the families, the children of the workers, the children who are working at the plants themselves. There are about 4.7 million children who have at least one parent who is undocumented. Of that number, 3.1 million, or two-thirds of these children, are U.S. citizens. While we do not know the exact number of children who have had a parent arrested or deported, we know that thousands of children have been affected and that most of them are U.S. citizens themselves. There will also be testimony today about the ICE guidelines that were put into place in November 2007 and outline humanitarian concerns that officials should follow when conducting raids. These guidelines are discretionary, and so ICE officials most likely have no real incentive to follow them. So as a result, we're still hearing heartbreaking stories of the impact on children. They have witnessed their parents being arrested. They have had flashlights in their faces late at night. With their families, they have hidden in their houses, in their basements, in their closets, and some even under their beds, afraid that their parents and other family members will be taken from them. They have been separated from their families in the cruelest of ways for long periods of time, and many of their parents have been deported. Some have been absent from school for days at a time. And children, especially young children, are experiencing depression, separation anxiety, and in some serious cases, PTSD. Let me tell you about Keban Reyes, a U.S. citizen from my district. Keeban is just now 7 years of age. In March of 2007, when he was 6, ICE arrested his father. His father is his only parent in the United States, and Keeban was there to witness the arrest. When his father was arrested, Keeban was taken to a facility where he spent 10 hours in detention. His father was detained for 6 weeks, and during that time, Keeban had no idea if he would ever see his father again. He experienced severe emotional trauma as a result. Anna is another child. She is aged 11. She suffered because of the raids. She is from Petaluma, California. Her teacher noticed she was missing school because of severe stomach cramps. After many weeks, the teacher learned that the real reason Anna did not want to go to school is because she was afraid if she went to school, her parents would be taken away in one of the ICE raids while she was gone. As it turned out, Anna's aunt had been arrested by ICE and left in Tijuana, far away from her children. It took the aunt months to return home to California. Keeban and Anna are two of the thousands of children who are living this same nightmare. In Postville, Iowa, we have heard reports that at least 200 children had parents who were swept up in the raids last week. Sister Mary McCauley, who is assisting the children and their families, told us that many, many children are staying at a local Catholic church, sleeping on the pews. She said that most of these children are not going to school. They are traumatized, and they are very fearful. And this has affected the entire community of Postville, a community of 2,300 residents. Sister McCauley is one of the very wonderful people, which includes teachers, members of the faith community, community organizers, and others who have worked tirelessly to make sure that these children's basic needs are being provided. She may be here in the audience. Is she out there? Well, she'll be coming in, I will bet. Some of these people are witnesses here today, and you will hear from them, and we will applaud them. But unless ICE follows humanitarian procedures in conducting these raids, we're still left with traumatized children and with communities that don't know how to handle these situations. So again, I want to thank the witnesses for being here today, and I look forward to your testimonies. Thank you very much.